Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are doing a Hazbin Hotel video. This one was the second most voted on of the five that were for the next videos that were up. So it is another childhood friend, aka Alastor's childhood friend, part five, I believe, maybe part five, maybe. Anyways, this whole scenario will have injured listener, where listener gets injured and Alistair more or less takes care of them or rescues them. It depends on where I want to go with this. So yes, there will be descriptions of harmies in here. So be warned, you might get injured on accident or beat up in the listener area. So be warned that there might be some descriptions of it. Anyways, let's get on to business. Disclaimer: this is an AU and is Alistair as human in an AU if he had a childhood friend that he became Yandere for, and all that good stuff. He is Arrow Ace in canon, which we're going to try to stay with too much as possible. But if I change directions, he might become demisexual, double demi, where he's demi or either demi romantic or demi sexual his with you, the listener. I haven't fully decided. Or he might be cupio sexual, in which he enjoys the acts of romance and the acts of adult fun time, but is not but does not need to be attracted to the person to enjoy doing romantic acts. So basically an arrow ace person that enjoys the acts of romantic acts with their partner even though they're not romantically attracted and such. So anyways, disclaimer number 2 or 3 at this point, I don't know. Disclaimer: Alistair is not Yandere canon. This is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Simping for fictional characters and Yanderes is fine. Just do not be illegal or gross about it, and remember to separate fiction from reality and headcanon from canon. Now let's do this. Okay, let's do this. You were walking with Alistair having a good time when you see a couple of girls from your class. Alistair goes to get some things. You are both in high school. Well, not high school. I did some research and you would be out of high school now, so it's an AU, so there's high school, so you're basically in your senior year. So you're both in your senior year, and Alistair has started to become popular with the ladies around town. He is more passive now as time has gone on, and you and him have been together for a couple of years now. It's all been good, and you were having a good time with your boyfriend, but some girls have started to notice Alistair's really attractive, and actually he's passing now, so they're not as uncomfortable about it, and they're also becoming more mature as that, but they are still petty teenagers. So they were angry at you for getting all the attention of this handsome young man. Hey, your name, one of the leaders of the girls, Tiffany, says. Oh, hello, Tiffany, you said, trying to keep a straight face. What are you doing with Alistair? She says, hands on her hips. Now, Tiffany used to be the same girl that called you some slurs that I will not repeat because I am too white for that poo. And I'm not going to paraphrase them either. Anyways, anyways. Tiffany looked at you. Alistair is my boyfriend. Ha! She says, like it was super offensive. Why would he want to be boyfriends with something like you? First of all, she called you a thing, so you were getting irritated. But you were still trying to be the better person because, honestly, she was just being really pathetic. Uh, he wants to be my boyfriend because we've been dating for 3 years. You tell her with a smile. Now, if you don't mind, I have to go and see him. She grabs your arm before you can go. You're not going anywhere, your name. She looks at her friends on either side of her. Grab her. And they grabbed you. Suddenly, you are being hit in the face, smacked, claw. and sharp nails clawing down your face and your hair being pulled out of its updo. You scream for help, but she shoves her fist in your face and breaking your nose. It is horrendous. It is beyond horrendous. And then she pawed out a pocket knife. That's when Sarah started to get nervous. Tiffany, we can't do that. That's way too. Shut up, Sarah. She snaps. This girl is going to. Yes, it's girl because it's female friend. Sorry, I almost forgot. I almost misgendered you. This girl is going to learn her lesson. Let's give her a smile that Alastor will never want to see again. Oh, girl. Even I'm shocked by that, and I just said it. You grimaced as she got the knife to the corner of your mouth and was ready to cut in when they heard someone from the butcher shop calling out, "What the hell are you kids doing?" he says. And they ran off, leaving you to fall to the ground. And Alistair and the butcher came running over to you. Hector was the butcher. "Are you okay? I'm going to call an ambulance," he said, and rushes back into his shop to call one. And Alistair looks you over. He takes out a handkerchief and starts to wipe up the blood, putting pressure on the deepest claw marks on your face. "It is okay. You're okay. What did they do to you?" You started to sob as you didn't want Alistair to get angry. You seen him when he was angry, and it was a bit scary, but he was never angry with you. And you also knew that this was not your fault, but you still felt bad that you were a mess in front of Alistair. He holds you close, and soon the ambulance came. He wasn't allowed to go with you because you were going to a different hospital because of segregation laws. He waited for you to be needed to be picked up as he called the hospital multiple times, was able to leave a note for you once you were settled. Once you came back from a long walk home, he was there waiting for you. His parents were out, so he took you inside and instantly started taking care of you. He made sure that the medicine you had was good enough, first of all, and he made sure that you were taken care of. Your parents were out of town and you were staying with Alistair anyways, so it was easy for him to settle you down into the guest bed and for him to get you some sweet tea and some lunch, but you were still a little numb from the painkillers, so you couldn't really eat. He held your hand and watched you as the painkillers kicked in, and he took care of you, tucking you in and making sure you were safe and sound. He got from the hospital and the police report from a friend of his that worked at the station that the three girls that were reported to harming you were Cindy, Sarah, and Tiffany. He was going to deal with them. They dare harmed you and touched you and drew your blood. They were going to suffer greatly. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. This is part one of injuries because there's going to be the part where Alistair takes their which teaches them a lesson they will not forget. Now, this is not the first person that he has. This is going to be the first time that he's unalived anyone, but it's going to be more of an impulsive thing and not a planned out thing, and it's going to be sloppy and not. This is basically impulsive, so he's not planning ahead of time. Anyways, I gotta do Patreon outro. Patreon outro. Thank you, Gav, for being my first patron. You are wonderful, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. Mwah. Thank you, Gav. Thank you, Wicked Brony, for being my second patron. You are also wonderful, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. Mwah. Thank you, Wicked Brony. And now back to the regular stuff. If there's anything you want to see, tell me about it because this was a suggested thing, and there will be a part 2 to this part. So part 6 with this continued. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed and stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye bye. Secret outro time. Secret outro time. Secret outro time. Secret outro. Secret outro. Secret outro with a baseball bat. Anyways, so the secret outro of the day. What would you have done in this situation? Would you have told Alistair their names, or would you have kept it a secret? Comment below and stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye bye.